It's What's Up Lagos, baby. Get set.
Welcome back, Lagos, Nigeria. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's 10:36. Welcome. We are on What's Up Lagos with the Tekers. And Colin's here holding it down for the duo. That's my partner, Andrea, on the show this beautiful morning. For those who are just joining us, we are having the feel of Lagos. Or should I say we're documenting the stories of Lagosians. Every morning when we start the show, we ask you what's happening in your neighborhood. It may not make sense to you right now, but some years down the line, people will ask you many questions about how did you survive during the pandemic? Imagine your children many years from now. So how did you survive during the pandemic? What was life like? Or you don't think many years from now a lot of people would cherish these happenings, these experiences we're having right now? A lot of people would pay money for it. Just saying, guys. Maybe I'm putting some ideas in your head, but the truth is, consider what we do every morning when we ask you to tell us what's happening in your neighborhood, how you're faring, to the exercise of documenting our stories. All right, and that's exactly what we're doing. Before we went to that break, I talked about the specter of street fights, and I know the go-to excuses. Everyone is frustrated, but the truth is, at the end of the day, how does that solve anyway? It's just useless. It doesn't make sense, because you end up entering police matter, and then you get into, I mean, it could go as far as that. Some people go as far as losing their lives from street fights. It is unnecessary. It is useless. No matter what the thing. I know it could be annoying. Some people, you just need to show them small. And then just when I was saying that, someone called and said they experienced something yesterday. Did he say it was at Surulere? I can't remember. Yes, that a lady who was black beta dealt with a conductor who was also running the mouth. Oh, ma, walking it. And I heard the story and I had to laugh. But truly, I know there are cases where it's self-defense. But if it's not self-defense in its totality, there are baseless fights. You jam my car, I hold you, no grease, you are fault, you held the chest, you start punching, or give me my change kind of stuff. Guys, let go if you have to. What's up, Lagos? Good morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah. What's up, Lagos?
Craziness. Oh, yeah. Yes, Chester Live. Good morning to you. Who do we have? Okay, we lost that call. So, guys, we're going to talk more about the experiences in Lagos and recent happenings around at 11:30. We'll have some special guests. They'll be coming to talk to us about, one of those documentations of Lagos stories or happenings, common happenings in Lagos, which, you could, in a movie which was released recently. We talked about the movie last week. So we'll have some special superstar actors join us at 11:30 to talk about, the Lagos experience, plus a recent movie that you like to hear about. I'm talking about One Night in Lagos. If you haven't heard of that movie, you haven't seen it, an opportunity for you to hear more, because as a Lagosian, you'll be able to relate. The movie, let me not spoil, but when the time comes, we're expecting to have a chat with Frandonga and the producer of that movie. We've been talking about that for a while now. It happens 11. We'll have that conversation. But in our Teke Talk conversation, which resumes in a matter of minutes, right after the next break, because there's a lot of tension in the air, so we have to be taking a lot of breaks so that we can relax our head. Even if I just stay in this mood, I'll just end up breaking down, because so many bad things and crazy stuff happening around. But we are going to have a tech talk conversation on cybersecurity. The spate of cybersecurity attacks in the pandemic. So there's research that also tells us a whole lot of how much the percentage of increase in cyber attacks on individuals and companies, on institutions and governments over the years is just alarming, not just in Nigeria. But when we talk about cybersecurity attacks, people always say, well, it's enough for someone that has the money, or it's enough for big people. But it affects you. We try to break it down for you to understand how it affects you as a person and the need for you to be very, very uptight, especially with regards to cybersecurity. We'll have that conversation on Teke Talk. But first, I don't like keeping the callers waiting. So let's talk to who's online. Hello, what's up, Lagos? Good morning.
Back.
Okay.
Back.
What happened?
So let me continue.
Okay.
What's up, Lagos?
Are you kidding me? Right. Holy skill, dale by. Dale. Yes! Yes! Cheers to life! Wow. Wow, indeed. How do you feel? How do you feel letting it out?
I feel so great.
I'm happy to hear that.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is Kunle.
Kunle, you have to call back. Okay. So now that you've let it out and you feel better, how would you like to tell me about your environment and the street fight conversation I talked about?
Our environment is good. Everybody gather as usual.
Okay.
Then about the street fight of the thing. Then it's about the street fight of the thing. You know, I think the happenings around the country is triggering the
fight, the tension. Oh la la.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You said the happenings around the country.
It's triggering the effect of the way people get annoyed easily.
Okay.
Easily. You know, a lot of people get angry so easily, even when you don't expect them to get angry. It is the frustration of the whole country. But we pray that God will see us through.
All right.
Really see us through. And for the help of your program, it's another thing. It's another way out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that, Kunle. And have fun and make sure your family is safe and sound. Well, it's 10:43. One more call. I like to hear a lot from Lagos before we get into our Teke Talk. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. What's up, Lagos? You have Sociable back.
Sociable, welcome back.
Thank you. You see, on Sunday, these guys were fighting with market.
Okay.
They block one side of the road going from Paco to Jakonde Estate in Solo.
All right.
So, drivers, it seemed that we understood what they were up to. So, immediately everybody channeled his hand or his driving to the one way.
Okay.
He started using one lane and allowed them to do their game on that on the other lane.
Where did you say this happened again?
At Paco.
Wow.
Paco at Solo.
Okay.
You know, when you see them fighting like that, don't go near. Their target is your pocket.
Okay.
They are targeting their pocket. You will not see any blood flowing. You will not see anybody having wounds. They are just eyeing your pocket.
Wow.
They'll be fighting on the road, hitting themselves with the knife. So immediately everybody turned the traffic to the one way.
Wow.
Until they did their thing and left the scene.
Wow, great. So you that means you certainly have this experience. Is that the only time you've experienced fighting on the road?
It has been happening, but the one on Sunday is the latest.
All right. Thank you so much for that report. Appreciate it, Sociable. Well, still hearing from Lagosians, documenting our stories around Lagos and the happenings around Lagos. So we are going to... Hello, what's up, Lagos? Good morning.
What's up, Lagos, Colin? How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very okay.
Great to know.
Fine.
What's your name?
Fine.
Oh, Ifeanyi, great. You're sounding a bit low and far from your phone. Hope you are fine.
I'm good.
Great.
Better now?
Yes, better. So, Ifeanyi, where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from.
Aye. The sound is not very clear, unfortunately, Ifeanyi. I would have loved to hear from you. All right, still Lagosians talking. I do have an Uche on the line joining us from Ikeja. I'd like to hear from Uche. So I just asked the question. It's not like a major topic, about street fights on the road, specifically on the road. I don't know if it's street fighting. On the road around Lagos. Useless, unnecessary fights. I know the ones that are, like the last caller said, where people create a stampede, create fights just so they can, take advantage of those who are lily-hearted and then collect their valuables. But I'm talking about normal useless fight, too normal. What's up, Lagos? Good morning.
Hi, Colin.
Good morning to you.
This is Richard from Keja.
Hi, Richard. Good to have you.
What's up, Lagos?
Great. Cheers to life. Mm-hmm.
So, I think I've been in Lagos for 40 years.
40
and
years.
I think,
Great. Mm.
Yes. And I think it's actually getting worse.
All right.
I saw an analysis, the psychological effects of the lockdown, the COVID, and all of that, and how short-tempered people are.
Yeah.
Not just in Nigeria now, across the world.
That's right.
You know, we have that problem in Lagos already because of the street urchins and all of that. But right now, what I've seen in the past 3-4 weeks, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Indeed, it is crazy indeed. Well, thank you. What's your advice? How can we douse this tension?
My advice is everybody should be more present. Live in the present. Don't be carried away by anything. You're going through pain. You're seeing things on the road that looks abnormal or looks extraordinary. Don't be carried away by your own issues or any other person's issues. Yeah.
Be present. That's a very solid advice, I'm telling you.
You see, this is part of what go through when you become overwhelmed. I mean, look at what is going on in Nigeria right now.
Yeah.
So I think everybody should be more present, really.
All right, great. Well said. Thank you so much for sharing with us your thoughts and your experience concerning street fights. Richard from Ikeja. I'll squeeze in one more. What's up, Lagos? Good morning. Hello. Ooh la la. Hello, good morning to you. Move away from your radio. Kill it dead. Hello.
Hello.
Turn down the volume on your radio, sir, ma'am.
What's up, Lagos?
Cheers to life. Who's on the line?
Cheers to life. I'm Mr. Isaac.
Mr. Isaac, move away. This.
Calling from Lakey.
All right, Mr. Isaac. What's going on?
Andrea, good morning.
Andrea is not here. Or she will be around tomorrow. Sorry. She'll be around soon.
Yesterday, she was not there.
Yes. No vex. I've apologized already. She'll be around.
Bring Andrea now. Oh, I really miss her.
Yeah, I know. But don't worry. She's listening to you. And she could not just come today.
In my lungu yesterday, something terrible happened in my place.
Okay. Tell me.
From Aja, Lafia. Do you know any place in Aja called Lafia?
Lafia. Okay, I've heard of that. I've heard of Lafia. What happened?
Someone was killed there. A guy.
Wow, that wasn't me. Please call back. Yeah. I don't know how that is just natural that every time that happens, I just have to say that wasn't me, because the way when people listen, they can just assume that wasn't me. If you can call back, I really appreciate to hear you. It's a Lafia G in Aja that someone was killed there, and of course the tension, stories all around. So, like the last caller before the last said about us being present, don't be carried away. Be present. Don't be distracted by the happenings around. I know that you should be aware of what's happening in your environment, like I said, but don't be carried. Be present. There is tension in the air, like I said. Fighting in most cases, except it's for self-defense, is not something you should resort to, because you are as frustrated as the next person you're trying to fight, because you feel you're frustrated is maybe more frustrated than you. So we should be talking about how we can get off this frustration and not compounding the issue with volatile statements, and also making statements like, oh, this and that. Some of us have believed in this country for many years, even though a lot of people regret, like, why did I believe in this country for many years? But as it is what it is. We have to fix it. So yes, that would be my take home from the conversation concerning street fights right here on Nigeria's number one for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I think a lot of people are calling, but we have to switch the conversation now to bring you our main talk today on the Teke Talk on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's What's Up Lagos, baby. Get set.
Yes, indeed. It's What's Up Lagos with the Tekes On Nigeria's number one for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Collins Teke holding it down for Andrea, Odu-obi, Teke, who's my better half on the show and also partner right here on the Family Talk. But today is a Wednesday with she of course are unavoidably absent today, and I apologize, and I keep apologizing. I think I have to do it officially.
We are sorry, so sorry, very sorry.
Yes, indeed, we're sorry. We apologize. But, I apologize a little bit for her not being available, and from time to time you should expect this, but not telling you time is what I'm apologizing for, and the fact that there's nothing we could do. She had to be away. All right, but not to worry, we're there. We go manage the matter until she gets back. But guys, we are talking today on our Teke Talk conversation, dissecting or looking at a spike of cyber insecurity, so cyber attacks. Now the conversation today would afford you the opportunity to share your cyber security story with regards to attacks or observations, or how you're protecting yourself as you proceed to educate ourselves on how to stay safe online, and also to sample recent techniques through which cyber criminals employ, especially at individual level. We also talk about we'll do an examination of the impact of cyber crime on our country's image, generally, especially in the international community. We'll also understudy the factors that create a thriving ecosystem for cyber crimes to foster in the country. There are multiple factors. I know people will say, the situation of things. That's what people want to talk about. But the truth is, beyond Nigeria, all right, on this conversation, various researchers have admitted that cybercrime has been reported to be, something that's growing on a trajectory is worrisome. Sometime just 6 months into the COVID-19 era, the lockdown and everything that happened at that time, some companies and indeed some researchers already said that we had up to 1,000 or 500, or for between 500 and the 2,000% increase in cyber attacks occasioned by work from home alone. I mean, I remember we talked about that research. Some statistics on cyber, crime also further just compound the issue around the world. For example, let me even not go far. Let me bring it to a very recent happening on a global scale before I break it down or try to bring it on your personal level, how it affects you as a person before we get the conversation. There is news right now that the world's largest meat processing company, that's talking about GBS. So GBS is considered if not the world's largest meat processing company, which has been under attack or targeted by sophisticated cyber attack. So at that level, companies are going through a whole lot. Now, we hear that the computer networks of the JBS were hacked, causing some operations in Australia, Canada, and the US to temporarily shut down. It affected thousands of workers. That's on the global scale. I mean, international level. This is some news. Of course, you can find that even
You
on
are
BBC.
listening to your number one station for talk.
That's right. We'll get back after the break. Continue to talk on cybersecurity.
Let's talk.
And the winners for the Indomie Eat and Win promo are Mrs. Obi and Davy.
Yes, Mommy, we won! We won!
Yes, we won!
David, you still haven't told me how you won. Simple, John, with Indomie Eat and Win. Indomie Eat and Win? Just buy 10 Indomitables pack. Find the unique code at the back of the pack. Go to www.indomitables.ng and enter your code to win amazing prizes every week.
Promo ends June 2021. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
In the information era, facts, events, and news are available at the click of a button. The information flow is enormous, which makes the financial markets unpredictable. As a trader, you need to have a strategy, and most importantly, you need a trustworthy partner that will simplify things for you. Hot Forex is serious about its responsibilities to you. With its origin dating back to 2010, we are a multi-regulated broker with over 2 million live accounts, wide global presence, more than 35 international awards, tight spread, Hot Forex team is always ready to deliver trading services and free trading education that you can rely on every time. And this is not just a mission, it's a promise. Visit the Hot Forex Educational Centers at 3rd floor, Warala House, 90 Island Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos, or call 0908-517-6394 or visit www.hotforex.com. Hot Forex, for traders that want more.
Hey, Oga and Madam, you don't see the room now. Make I show you the toilet where you could share with the other neighbors.
Now the toilet be this.
What's up?
Oga agent, you mean say na general toilets clean, come white like this, eh?
Yes, now. The hypo toilet cleaner that they use to clean and kill the yama jams come out.
Hypo toilet cleaner? Wow.
Wash your toilet at least once a week with Hypo Toilet Cleaner to keep it sparkling clean and gem-free. Available in sachet for 35 naira only. Madam, now 2 years land on one collect.
We go pay for 6 years, eh?
The UEFA Euro 2020 is here, featuring the best of the best, the Sergio Ramoses, the Ronaldos, the Harry Kanes, the Mbappes, and of course you, the super fans. From Friday the 11th of June to Sunday the 11th of July, you can watch your favorite stars battle it out, match after match, to be crowned kings of Europe. The UEFA Euro 2020. It's anyone's game. Get and stay connected to DSTV to watch every game live on SuperSport or on the DSTV app.
Enter the place and it brighten. Make everybody they wonder. Waiting me cause all the shine. Lush hair. Long hair or short doesn't matter. Crochet or dreadlocks can be better. Only for girls we know better. Lush hair. So you want to slay? Slay with swag. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Straight or curly. You know they tango. Lie. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. If you wonder how I shine like this, I'm on a lush hair, be the coco. Say you want to know. And if you wanna be fine like me, I can show you where to go. A lush hair, be the coco.
Beautiful people know how to make an impression, and that's why they only trust Lush Hair Extensions to bring out the shine in them. Lush Hair, be beautiful.
Hi there. If anyone ever asks you for your banking app, password, or PIN, your card PIN, or the 3 numbers on the back of your card, your pay ID, or answers to your security questions, do not give it to them. These details are private and highly confidential. They must never be shared. Stay smart. Don't lose your money to scammers. This message is from Kuda Microfinance Bank, the bank of the free. Download Kuda on the Play Store or the App Store and open an account to enjoy free banking.
Your Friday afternoons just got better on Downfall Conversations with Ireti Bakari Yusuf.
People need to be very careful. There's a friend of mine that has been trafficked for how many years now? I'm just an educated person from an office. She just met a child, they went for a vacation, and like that's how she was trafficked.
People are afraid to seek or ask the right question because they're afraid of surgery. I call it 2 F's that affects women with fibroids: fear and fund.
When you have a child less than 12 years, as a housewife, it's child trafficking already.
Of course.
Child trafficking. So you shouldn't have a housewife that is less than 12 years.
Tune in to Downfall Conversations with Ireti Bakari Yusuf every Friday from 1 to 2:30 p.m. right here on your number 1 station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The talk doesn't stop. Join the conversation on the air and online. Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. Facebook Nigeria Info 99.3. And on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos. Let's talk.
It's 11 o'clock.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria has recorded 17 new cases of COVID-19, taking the total number of infections recorded so far to over 166,000. In a tweet, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control said that the new infections were recorded in 5 states, adding that no new deaths were recorded in the last 24 hours. The Minister of Labor and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, has inaugurated the newly reconstituted Management Board of the Nigeria Insurance Trust Fund. Now, while inaugurating the board, Ngige said that the era of looting billions of naira without a single voucher in the Nigeria Insurance Trust Fund is gone. The Nigeria Immigration Service has extended the commencement of the new passport regime early scheduled for June 1 by 1 week. The NIS said that a suspension was to allow for clearance of backlog of all passports applications received before May 17, and all the backlogs were expected to be cleared by May 31. Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State has sacked 532 workers for falsifying documents. Now, the workers were found out following the investigation of a committee on the verification and audit of the staff strength. Kaduna State Government has signed a memorandum of understanding with a private firm to develop the Kaduna Green Economic Zone. Now, the state assured that the partnership is in continuation of the state's collaboration with the private sector to deepen economic growth in the state. And lastly, on the headline news, the world's largest meat processing company, JBS, has been targeted by sophisticated cyber attacks. Now, the company's computer networks were hacked, causing some operations in Australia, Canada, and the US to temporarily shut down, affecting thousands of workers. And with that last story on the headlines, we move straight into our conversation on Teke Talk today, which incidentally talks about the recent spike in cyber attacks during the pandemic specifically. And we just want to call our attention to this and also see how we as individuals, you out there listening to me, can also learn or find ways or discuss or bring to the fore or your consciousness the need for you to be very cyber security conscious. Yes, before we went to that break, the last news talked about the JBS. In case you don't know, I'll just tell you a few things about the JBS so that you understand how big this is. I mean, it's one of they said the world's largest meat supplier with about 150 plants in 15 countries. And incidentally, the company actually started like in Brazil in 1953 by in Brazil. So now it's a big deal around the US with big customers like the McDonald's on that platform. Having said that, guys, they have been hacked, and there are other stories. If we go to our partners at the BBC, of course, even on our website, you get to hear more of these stories across. You see how the international news is reporting that particular story, and also recounting a number of other companies in the US and even the UK that have been affected by cyber attacks, specifically what is called ransomware. All right. So, having said that, you might say, how is this important? All right. We are going to let me tell you why it is very important, because there is a statistics on the impact of cyber attacks on the economic situation of the world and the Nigerian economy. In fact, the impact of cyber attacks on the global economy and even the Nigerian economy. So, do you know that according to a worldwide accepted estimate, cybercrime cost the world's economy the sum of something up to $500 billion. $500 billion. That's more than the GDP of South Africa's, which is about $350.6 billion. So, of course, you can't even mention Nigeria just yet in that conversation. All right. And more than the GDP of Nigeria, which is about $521.8 billion. Just slightly less than the Nigeria's GDP. So, entire GDP is exactly what cyber attacks consume, according to estimate. It could be more in a year. So, the estimates also reveal that cybercrime cost Nigerian economy, cybercrime cost the Nigerian economy about $500 million per annum. That it could be more than that. So, in case you wonder and say, okay, why is this important when these things happen? Yes, when you hear that there's a cyber attack or cyber, fraud and things that affect people nationwide, globally, it also affects the spike of these attacks also affects our economy, our current economy, as it sounds like this. What you could get, that's not even, I just need to point that out. Where I'm driving at is the fact that what is the situation of things regarding cyber attacks in Nigeria? So, According to a UK-based cybersecurity company report, that they're called the Sophos, right? The Nigerian economy, 86% of the Nigerian organizations surveyed during a report said that they suffered 86%. They suffered cyber attacks in the last 12 months, and this report was released sometime towards the end of last year. So in the last 12 months, so in 2020 alone, in the last 12 months, throughout 2020, 86% of Nigerian organizations suffered cyber attacks. The highest is the second highest after India in the world. So in case you think that these attacks are mostly targeted, it's in these big countries, and as you hear about the JBS now, you're like, okay, that's not our business. So 86% of Nigerian organizations suffered cyber attacks. Now, importantly to note that our country, Nigeria, is ranked in the top 5 of major attacks, including malware attacks. For those who, we could go into that. Some time ago, we had a breakdown of these attacks when we featured a number of cybersecurity experts on the show. Others are ransomware, and ransomware is said to be the kind of attacks that the JBS suffered, which we talked about. Stolen account credentials, cryptojacking. Those number of kinds of attacks that I mentioned represented, the major attacks that individuals face, especially in the country and the organizations. The report also said that 64% of cyber attacks in Nigeria exploited misconfigurations on organizations' servers. So when there's a misconfiguration, it gives room for the organization to suffer these attacks. That's according to that report. There are 57% of Nigerian organizations said that their public cloud data were exposed in the last 1 year. So if you think that's not enough to worry about cyber attacks in Nigeria, let me also let you know that 46%, according to the report, of Nigerian organizations have said that their account credentials had been hijacked or maybe hacked. So the method hackers use attacks on maybe platforms like Twitter and other platforms. They use those platforms to hack into these organizations. That is the reason today we try to hear from you, to share with us your personal cybersecurity model or style or protection mechanism. How cyber safe are you? How much of the cybersecurity consciousness do you have? Now, the thing about cybersecurity is that we've talked about this a billion times. It can affect anyone. From you not being cybersecurity conscious, you can expose even maybe your company. You can expose your company. You can expose your family members. So it's not a question of whether, when you talk about cybersecurity, people think about is how they protect the coins or the money they have in their bank accounts. But it's much more than that. You not being cyber conscious could lead to you exposing those who are related to you. And because this is very important and it's a major global conversation and it affects you, and wherever it happens, remember that it affects the economy, and the economy, you are directly connected to the economy of the country. So it is our worry. Everyone has to be cyber security conscious. So what has been your mechanism? Have you suffered any cyber attack in recent time? How did you handle it? Have you, as small as little as someone calling you, we're calling you from your bank, or has someone called you before to ask for the OTP? Or has anyone Has your account, your social media account, been hacked recently? Have you had that kind of experience? We just want to sample the opinion of Nigerians on their cybersecurity experience, having laid the foundation of the global trend, and also give you the statistics based on research on how cybersecurity is affecting Nigeria. And I'm sure it's worse than what you just heard. So we want to hear from you as an individual. Please keep it 1 minute. Go straight and let's talk. And if you are a cybersecurity expert out there and you might want to share some tips, you go ahead, you could do it. But most importantly, how are you faring in the cyberspace? What's up, Lagos? Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, sir.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Amos.
All right, Amos, please turn down the volume on your radio. Move away from your radio.
Okay, sir.
Fantastic. So,
Yes, sir.
Amos, how would you like to
Yes.
contribute? Have you had any cybersecurity attack?
Yeah.
All right, tell me.
Yeah. I'm calling for records of what the president says.
Okay. Hello, what's up, Lagos? Good morning. Welcome to Teke Talk.
What's up, Lego?
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is David. I'm calling from Akut.
All right, great. Let's talk. We're talking cybersecurity attacks. Are you worried about the trend?
Yeah,
Have you
I'm
experienced?
worried because I'm one of the victims.
Wow. How? Tell me.
It's last year 2020.
Okay. Turn down the volume on your radio. Move away from it.
Uh-huh.
All right. So what happened in 2020?
So they called me. There's something wrong in my account. Then I should send them my details back. They want to do it.
Wow.
I said I want to let them wait for me to come to bank and they ratify. They said if I fail to come today, that day, that I will block my account. So on that pressure, I tell them the details.
Wow. You give
So
them your password or what?
The next thing I begin to see is the alert.
Whoa.
On my phone, on my account. So before I could know anything, all my money have been withdrawn.
Chai.
So ever since then, I'm just struggling. I don't
Man.
know.
Sorry about that, man. I don't know. And that's why we bring this on radio, because a lot of people don't know. Don't share.
You guys are doing a good job.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Sorry about the experience. Wow. So it's no doubt that these attacks, no matter how highly placed or how sophisticated you think you are in the knowledge of cybersecurity, you just have to shine your eye. That's just it. Maybe we should start a campaign, call it Shine Your Eye. Shine your eye, because this is time for you to shine your eye, not only on the streets, online, because a lot of people are suffering. It's not just whether you are sophisticated with the tech, even with your normal palasa, like we keep saying, you are exposed to it through, either phone calls, which are called phishing. I mean, that's vishing, which has to do with the voice, or maybe through emails, which is phishing, I mentioned earlier. Everyone is just exposed to this. Let's talk about your experience. Joshua calling from Ogun State. Hi, Josh. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, Joshua. Are you there? All right, Joshua's left. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, colleague.
Good morning, sir. Who's on the line? I lost that. Ngozi is on the line, joining us from, where is Ngozi calling from? We'll connect with Ngozi in just a moment. You can send a WhatsApp if you'd like to share with us your experience. And please.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, Ngozi. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Great to have you.
What's up, Lagos?
Cheers to life.
Yeah, we missed Andrea.
I know.
I
know.
missed her. I expected that yesterday. She wasn't there.
Yeah, she had to
Today
stay away.
again.
Yeah, she.
Send our greetings to her.
Yeah, she's listening. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
for me, I feel the cyber security is quite very rampant these days. But me, Collins, I'm juggled down. I'm not sure if anybody fit do me anyhow.
You
Though
think
I
so?
have yes, I'm telling you. The reason is if you check some of the tricks they use. One, if you are not a greedy person.
Yeah.
Two, if you don't process information,
Yeah.
you are somebody that is quick to act over any information you get, then you will fall prey to them.
That's right.
If you are very smart and you process information, think over it, there is no way you could fall victim. Then greed. Don't expect what you don't have, because most of the methods they use, sometimes they will tell you are expecting this one, you've won this, even when you know you've not played anything or applied for something, then you are quick to click. Or this new one, they will ask you to send, they will send a message like as if it's a competition, and they will tell you to click. Please help me vote for this, my sister or my brother. Once you click on that app calling, your whole system is compromised. I'm telling you. I had a friend. She went for this one training, one of these e-trading stuff. That's their training somewhere in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
After the training, they took down their number. And they asked them, they are going to send them a code as usual. That's access to the training material or something like that.
Yeah.
I think the next day, somebody now called her and asked her to send one code that they sent to her, that they are calling her from the place she went for that program. And these people are not scammers calling. They are the known this e-trading company.
Yeah.
How these guys got information, probably they attend such functions like this.
Okay.
And from there, they get access to some people's information. So without being, maybe thinking, she thought probably the people sent the code they asked to send to them. And she now forwarded it to them. Before she knows, her Facebook account was hacked.
Wow.
Her WhatsApp was hacked. But luckily for her, they couldn't get to her bank account. She is a banker, so she was smart enough to have blocked them before they took anything. But that was how her Facebook was hacked. Only for her to start calling the company back, and they said they've not sent any code. So I think we need to be very smart. Sometimes they use something that is very close to you, that maybe an activity you just went or something you just finished, and they will use it to get your attention. So you just being smart, that's the watchword.
Being smart.
Thank
You so much. Appreciate you, Madam Ngozi, for sharing your thoughts. And for those who are asking on Andrea, Dean, Edoze Dean Inaji sending a message there, say, man, it's Nigerians are hungry. That's why most people are angry. Yes, I know, but it doesn't mean you should fight. Anger can be managed better. And yes, it's a chest to life. Say, I'm missing Andrea. Me too, man. We're all missing her, aren't we? She'll be here. Okay, let's go back to the call. So, talking about cybersecurity. What's up, Lagos? Say, please permit me to vent my anger about the activities of men of in uniform, Nigerian police, LASMA. They are start money from innocent motorists early in the morning, daily at Ikorodu and Oshoki Express. Thanks in advance, Chooks from Ikeja. Chooks, thank you. I can feel your pain, but at the end of the day, it takes two to tango. That's the way I put it. You know, I don't like to, isolate or remove a particular set of people, because Nigerians are Nigerians, if you know what I mean. I don't want to even go to that route at all. That's not what we're talking about, but I just saw. Florence on the line. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Colin. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you, Madam Florence?
I'm fine, thank you. How is my sister?
She's doing fine. She had to be away for a break.
Okay, we miss her a lot.
Yes, I know. She'll be here before you know it. Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I'm always very careful when it comes to this cyber fraud. Like one morning, I've not woken up and the call came in, and he mentioned my name.
Yeah.
And he said that he's from a customer care from my bank.
Okay.
And he is only one bank account that I have. But I was smart enough to ask them, which of the banks? He then said, don't you know the bank that you opened with us? That was where I got in. So immediately I didn't go further with the discussion. I had to cut them off.
Wow.
And I make sure that every transaction I make, I delete them. I don't leave them on. I don't charge my phone outside my house. When my children say, mommy, somebody on the as well, I say, no, leave it here for me. I don't charge my phone outside. I don't leave my bank details to me. All these their businesses that come here, register this, I don't like doing them at all. So that is my own. So for anybody to be doing such things, you have to be very careful. My friend in her school dropped her phone to use herself. Before she came back, somebody went away with her phone. And before she could rush to the bank, they have cleared her money. She nearly died. She was sick for some time.
Wow.
So we need to be very careful.
So the message is shine your eye.
Shine your eye, you.
Thank you so much for that, Madam Florence, and stay safe. All right, guys, just regular tips. All your accounts, hope you have two-factor authentication on all your accounts. That's two-factor authentication. Like, before, you sign in, they will always ask you to send you a one-time password, and then you have to activate it. Just check each of your accounts, whether it's your phone account, whether it's your Instagram. I would like for you to make sure you check that and see to it that you have it. Just little tips. But on your own, don't wait until the show is on radio. I know we, from time to time, week in, week out, will give you tips and also try to hear your experience regarding cybersecurity. But you on your own, make some findings, all right? Read about it. Go and find out, and then block loopholes. Because the only way you can be hacked is if you create a loophole. If you do not, you most likely stay safe and you'll be a less target. All right. It's not like anyone is totally safe, but you can be a less target. It's a major thing. Companies are struggling with it. A lot of individuals. So you cannot just keep quiet. Imagine, a small change. One common guy just, gets access to your money and then, put you in a funny situation like the last caller said. So, hey, what's up, Lagos? Good morning.
Hello, Collins. Good morning, Collins.
Good morning to you.
Collins, my name is Leman. I'm calling for Papa.
Oh, Leman, what you, Papa? How's the Papa this morning, sir?
Papa is cool and calm.
Okay.
We miss Andrea.
I know. She's listening. I know.
Sometimes it's our fault too. Ignorance. Because
Greed.
you listen to radio, you listen to news, TV, and your bank do send you message. You should not give your details to anyone. But still that, because there's one day I went to receive a check in my bank. A woman friend in my presence, they have withdrawn all her money. I said, how come? She said she was selling the market. They now send her a message to forward her details, and she now sent it to them. She now started receiving a lot. There's the money that she's gathering to pay her children's school fees. How much is it?
Wow.
180,000. I have to pay her. I have to pay that money and tell her that, please, don't you ever give anybody your details, even your sister, your brother, anybody. That is your personal code.
That's right.
I pay the money that very day. You see?
Wow.
Hi, we need to wise up. We
should shine our eyes.
I want to get to Andrea with her.
Okay. Yeah, sure. What makes you feel she's at home, though? But yes. I'll let her. She's listening, actually. She's listening. No, she never jackpot now. Come on. Never say she don't jackpot. I know what you're thinking in your head. She's very much around. I mean, it does like give you a taste and then just know, of course, she'll be back very soon. Before you know it, very, very soon. It has to do, I didn't just want to let out why, because she hasn't asked me to do that. But trust me, she'll be here before you know it. So we're talking about cybersecurity, the rise in cybersecurity attacks during the pandemic in the COVID era. And I went all over, took out my time. Thanks to the team, we're able to compile some of the research and statistics regarding cyber attacks at different levels around the world and in Nigeria. It's on the increase, on the rise. And that's why we're asking you from your personal experience. Have you had any cyber attack experience? How do you protect yourself online? We are sharing experiences here just so we can better equip ourselves to stay safe online. One call before we go on a break. No, let's go on a break and come back to the calls. And you can also send WhatsApp messages to 0809 597 5805. 0809 597 5805. You can call 01465 7190 if you're a lady, and you can call 0700 993 993 993 if you are listening to us from wherever. Stay tuned. We'll be right back before you know it.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.